hello viewers, good evening and welcome to this bulletin. I'm KB Nurumi bringing you the news. Let's take a look at the headlines. Equipments for setting up a biosafety lab BSL-3 arrives in Dimapur. Government allows relaxations in notified services from April 20 and death toll due to COVID-19 in India touches 414 and cases climbed to 12,380. Now the details. The much needed equipments for setting up of a biosafety lab BSL-3 arrived in Dimapur today by an Indian aircraft. The IAF C-17 Globemaster arrived at Dimapur airport with the intervention of Governor of Nagaland R.N. Ravi with India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. The total consignment of 18 tons arrived from Mumbai with highly sophisticated equipment needed for BSL-3 to be established at NHAK Kohima. Along with equipment, the technical team was also on board to set up the lab. The flight was earlier scheduled yesterday was delayed due to bad weather in Assam area. Considering the urgency of the lab needed by the Naga public, efforts were taken by IAF to use Bangladesh airspace through diplomatic channels, but with bad weather moving east, it was cancelled and it finally arrived today. The next consignment for BSL lab at Dimapur is expected to arrive very soon, which will also be tasked and airlifted by special IAF aircrafts. Meanwhile, the state government thanked the IAF, Ministry of Defence and Government of India for the continuous dedicated efforts, support and cooperation to fight against COVID-19. Considering the inherent problem of terrain, infrastructure and connectivity issues faced by the Naga people, it is pertinent to mention that in the past 15 days, IAF has flown 6 dedicated missions carrying almost 40 tons of essential items much needed by the Nagas. In a tweet, Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangip Home said, and I quote, "The equipment for BSL-3 to be set up at NHAK has reached Nagaland today. The setting up of the lab will be done on war footing and made operational immediately. Now with this one, our state will have our own testing lab." Unquote. Revised guidelines issued by the centre to be followed in the second phase of lockdown has come into effect from Wednesday. Government has allowed certain relaxations in the notified services from 28th of April in areas without hotspots. A series of directives have also been put in place to ensure a strict compliance of lockdown. All agricultural and horticultural activities such as farming operations by farmers and farm workers in field will remain fully functional. The agencies for procurement of agricultural products, including minimum support price operations, will be at work. Mandis operated by the Agriculture Produce Market Committee or as notified by the states will be allowed to operate. Shops of agricultural machinery, its spare parts and repairs will remain open. Manufacturing, distribution and retail of fertilizers, pesticides and seeds have been permitted to remain open. Movement, harvesting and sowing related machines within and across the states is allowed. Operation of the fishing aquacultural industry, movement of fish and fish products and workers of all these activities are allowed. The guideline also allows operation of tea, coffee and rubber plantations with maximum of 50% workers. In case of animal husbandry, activities like collection, processing, distribution and sale of milk and its product by milk processing plants including transport and supply chain are permitted. Poultry farms, livestock farming activity are allowed. Animal feed manufacturing and feed plants and operation of animal shelter homes are permitted. Besides, Manrega works are allowed with strict implementation of social distancing and priority to be given under Manrega to irrigation and water conservation. The move is aimed at facilitating the agriculture and related activities. The death toll due to the coronavirus rose to 414 and the number of cases to 12,380 in the country on Thursday, according to the Union Health Ministry. while the number of active COVID-19 cases is 10,477. As many as 1,488 people have been cured and discharged, and one had migrated, it said. The total number of cases includes 76 foreign nationals. 22 deaths were reported since Wednesday evening, the ministry said in its updated data. 9 fatalities were reported from Maharashtra, 5 from Andhra Pradesh, 3 from Gujarat, 2 each from Delhi and Tamil Nadu, and 1 from Karnataka, it added. Of the total 414 deaths, Maharashtra tops the tally with 187 fatalities, followed by Madhya Pradesh at 53, Gujarat at 33, Delhi at 32, and Telangana at 18. Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh have reported 14 fatalities each. More than 2 million cases of the novel coronavirus have been officially reported across the globe, while the death toll from the COVID-19 have crossed over 130,000 mark. The figures have roughly doubled in 13 days and is growing steadily. The United States has so far registered more than 619,000 cases, while the number of cases have crossed over 170,000 in Spain. In Italy, the number of critically ill patients have been on decline, but with several new infections, the total cases have crossed 165,000 mark. France and Germany have reported over 130,000 cases so far. Assam government has got 50,000 imported PPE kits last night from China. Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and Minister of State for Health Piyush Hazarika received the kits at the Borjar airport, which have come from Guangzhou in China. Sharma said that the consignment would reassure the safety of doctors and nurses who are working round the clock against COVID-19. Assam has reported 32 cases so far in the state. Out of them, 2 cured persons have been released from hospital yesterday and kept on 14 days quarantine period. The World Health Organization (WHO) says it regrets Trump's decision to hold funding but remains focused on coronavirus response. The head of the World Health Organization said Wednesday that it is getting on with the job in responding to the coronavirus pandemic, despite President Donald Trump's announcement a day earlier that the US would withhold funding to the international organization. We regret the decision of the President of the United States to order a halt in funding to the World Health Organization, Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said during a news conference on Wednesday in Geneva. Trump also announced on Tuesday that he is holding funding to the World Health Organization while a review is conducted. As per sources, the administration is looking for new ways to allocate that money, which would leave the WHO without tens of millions of dollars from its largest donor. Trump's decision comes amid the worst global pandemic in decades. Let's now bring you some of the news that's coming in from the rest of the districts of Nagaland. Through the initiative of the district administration, Dimapur mobile ATM was sent in the border areas of Nagaland yesterday to facilitate the people residing in the border areas for withdrawing money. Since all the border areas have been sealed and strict enforcement is set in place as a preventive measure for fighting COVID-19, residents of these areas cannot go to Dimapur city or banks for withdrawing cash as they normally do before borders were sealed. Sending mobile ATM at their doorstep was a huge relief to the people, especially the pensioners, for which the people expressed their gratitude to the district administration for the sensible initiative. The district administration also expressed gratitude to the Assam government for extending full cooperation to Nagaland. Deputy Commissioner Anup Kimchi has given permission to bakeries located in colonies and villages under Dimapur district to remain open from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. with immediate effect. However, bakeries located in the main town are informed to remain closed till further orders. Despite repeated orders issued by Deputy Commissioner Dimapur, it has been reported that some villages are barring entry to medical personnel, persons on emergency duty in the wake of COVID-19, and also staff and patients of Zion Hospital Dimapur. In this regard, the District Administration Dimapur has cautioned that strict action would be initiated as per provision of the Disaster Management Act 2005 and legal action as under Section 188 of IPC against those violating the containment measures. According to DIPR, DC Dimapur has directed the village council, colony chairman and all concerned to ensure that people working in the front line are honored and respected. Well, that's all we have for you in this edition. Do subscribe to us on the YouTube channel. Stay home, stay safe. From all of us here, it's bye for now, and thanks for watching.